let's talk about your trip here. First, what were you anticipating to learn and glean, and what has actually transpired?
Well, I didn't have any expectations. Didn't know what I was coming to. I came. Alan is in control of.
I'm going to Virginia.
My itinerary. I came here just, I was coming as a guest speaker. Okay. Didn't know what Alan wanted me to even talk about, and I came here. I was like, I got 3 sermons to preach, and I came here with an idea for one, and last night God scrapped all of that. So I said, okay, Lord, you're in control. So hopefully by 2:00 tomorrow, we'll at least have an idea on one of those. But since this morning, I have learned a lot. Just being able to see the warehouse, the donation center, meeting with Ethan and going through what goes on in the warehouse, seeing how organized it is, and the whole process there, meeting with Karen, with the intake and that process of being that first point of contact, right, and getting that information, and then meeting with Sharon, and understanding the clearinghouse, and through all of that, the thing that has jumped out at me is everybody's authenticity, their sincere love for Christ and their love for people, and that has just been an overarching, thing that I've seen, being there at the warehouse this morning, that everybody has a love for Christ. You said it earlier in the class, there's no denominational doctrine being pushed, just people who love Christ and love people and see people as Christ saw them.
And whether that's someone a neighbor who has a need in the community, or a fellow volunteer, it doesn't make any difference.
Exactly. Just talking to some of the volunteers in the warehouse, they're them poking at each other and having fun together, working together. Just the whole environment was joyful. Didn't, no stress, no drama. Everybody seemed to get along, and having that singular focus, and hey, we're doing this in the name of Christ, and the love on our community at large. So that was awesome. Good to see and witness.
Thank you. That's good to hear. So, give me takeaway number 2.
I think just the organizational aspect. Seeing how the operation, how efficient and effective the operation is, from meeting with Bill, who is with volunteer coordinator.
He's relational ministry.
Relational ministry.
And so he oversees churches, church development and relationships, as well as volunteers.
Okay, yeah, and just seeing him with his paperwork and questionnaires for the volunteers, the partnership agreement with the churches, that organizational aspect. I mentioned Ethan earlier in the warehouse and how well organized that is. I'm very familiar with Breeze, and just found out from Karen and Sharon that you all just recently brought Breeze on. We use Breeze as our church management software, and switched over from Power Church to Breeze a couple years ago, and it's been a blessing to us, very user friendly, and so to see that move from just being paper, intake forms, to online, being able to do that, and seeing how efficient and how you all are, continuing to grow your ministry and work to operate more efficiently and effectively.
Well, we've been that way since day one, Marco.
Yeah, you weren't. Yeah. Just like our church was.
That's right. It's definitely been a journey. That is for sure. And with wrong turns along the way, doing a U-turn, the whole bit. Thankfully, God's been the one controlling the GPS.
Yeah. Recalculating.
He's been recalculating. You got it. Oh, it's awesome. And so, so thank you very much for just your seeing those different pieces